Hey there, welcome to our review of the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus. So, the big question, is this juicer really worth the $299.95 price tag? If you're like me, you've probably stood in your kitchen, wondering if a fancy new gadget is actually going to make your life easier, or just take up space. Today, we're talking about the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus, model BJE 530 BSS 1 Bus 1. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But hopefully it'll help you make a mouthful of delicious juice too. For just under $300, this juicer promises to turn your everyday fruits and veggies into tasty, healthy drinks. But is it all just hype, or does it really deliver? We're going to break it down together, looking at what it does well, where it could be better, and everything in between. Plus, you'll hear from someone who's actually used this juicer at home, so you'll get the real scoop. Let's be honest, kitchen gadgets can be super tempting. They promise to change the way you cook and eat, but the real test is whether they actually make your life better. Before we get started, let's check out some quick facts and numbers about this juicer. It's got a solid 4.6 out of 5 stars from 75 reviews, so a lot of people seem pretty happy with it. But is it the right fit for you and your kitchen? Stick with us, and by the end of this video you'll have everything you need to decide if this juicer is the one for you. Let's get up close and personal with the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus. First off, can we just take a second to appreciate how good this thing looks? That brushed stainless steel finish is seriously stylish. Like, it could totally be the centerpiece of your kitchen. It's got that cool, modern vibe, but it's not just about looks. This juicer means business. Don't worry though, it's not just a pretty face. This machine is built to work hard and make your life easier. One of the coolest things? The cold spin technology. This basically means your juice stays nice and cool while it's being made, so you keep all those good-for-you nutrients and enzymes that can get zapped by heat. The result? Juice that's super fresh, bright, and tastes amazing. No one wants to drink brown, sad-looking juice, right? And get this, the feeding chute is huge. You can toss in whole fruits and veggies, no need to chop everything into tiny pieces. Seriously, you can just pop in whole carrots, it's a total time saver. Whatever you've got in your fridge, this juicer can handle it. But wait, there's more. You also get different speed settings, so you can adjust for whatever you're juicing. Got soft fruits like berries, just go slow and gentle. Leafy greens, crank it up for maximum juice. Okay, maybe not all the way to 11, but you get what I mean. And here's a feature I love, the seal and store juice jug. You can make a big batch of juice and keep it fresh in the fridge for up to 3 days. That's 3 days of delicious, healthy juice ready whenever you want it. Now you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds awesome, but what's the catch? And honestly, it's smart to ask questions. So let's dig a little deeper into the pros and cons and see if this juicer is the right fit for you. Let's dive into the fun part. What makes juicing with the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus such a great experience? Alright, let's chat about what really sets this juicer apart and why it might just become your new favorite kitchen buddy. First up, this thing is seriously efficient. You get loads of juice and barely any waste. The pulp comes out super dry, which just shows how powerful the motor and the design are. It's kind of amazing to see how much juice you can squeeze out. And speaking of power, the motor is a total powerhouse. It chews through even the toughest veggies and fruits without any trouble. No overheating, no random shutoffs, just smooth, reliable juicing. That's something you don't always get with other juicers. Now let's be real, cleaning up after juicing can be a pain. But with this Breville, it's actually pretty easy. Most of the parts can go right in the dishwasher and the rest are a breeze to rinse off. It's way less hassle than you might expect. And here's a fun bonus. It's not just for juice. You can whip up nut milks, make baby food, or even try your hand at frozen desserts. It's kind of like having a little kitchen helper that's up for anything you throw at it. Plus, it's surprisingly quiet. You won't have to worry about waking up the whole house or scaring the cat every time you want some fresh juice. It runs smoothly and doesn't shake the counter, which is always a win. And honestly, there's just something really satisfying about making your own juice from scratch. Watching all those fruits and veggies turn into a glass of fresh, delicious juice, it feels a little bit magical, and this juicer makes it super easy. Of course, nothing's perfect. Even the best kitchen gadgets have a few quirks. So, to keep things real, let's take a look at some of the downsides you might run into with the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus. Alright, let's get real for a second. Welcome to Chapter 3. The not-so-sweet side of the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus. I like to keep things honest, so let's chat about a few things you might want to know before bringing this juicer home. First up, this juicer is kind of a big deal. Literally, it takes up a good chunk of counter space. So, if your kitchen is on the cozy side, you'll definitely want to measure your space before you hit that buy button. And speaking of size, let's talk about the feeding chute for a second. It's pretty roomy and you can fit a lot in there, sometimes even whole fruits and veggies. But heads up, you'll still need to chop up the bigger stuff. It's not a total time saver, but it helps. Now, let's talk about the noise. Sure, it's quieter than some other juicers out there, but it's not exactly silent. You'll definitely know when it's running. If you're sensitive to noise, maybe save your juicing for when the house is empty, or grab some earplugs just in case. And of course, we can't forget about the price. At just under $300, this juicer is definitely an investment. It's not the priciest one out there, but it's not exactly a bargain either. And one more thing, let's talk about durability. Most folks find it well made, but a few people have had parts break or stop working after a while. It's not super common, but it's something to keep in mind, especially with that price tag. But hey, no kitchen gadget is perfect, right? It's all about figuring out what matters most to you and whether the good stuff outweighs the not-so-great stuff. To help you decide, let's hear from someone who's actually been using the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus day in and day out. Let's get real for a minute. Here's the inside scoop on the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus, straight from someone who actually uses it. So I chatted with Sarah, who calls herself a total juice lover. She's been putting this Breville juicer to the test for half a year now, and she was super excited to spill the beans about her experience. Sarah told me she was first drawn in by how stylish the Breville looks and all the cool features it promises. But honestly, she wasn't sure if it would actually live up to the hype. She's tried other juicers before, and let's just say they didn't exactly wow her. Some even left her pretty disappointed. But here's the good news. Sarah says this Breville juicer totally blew her away. She loves how efficient it is. Seriously, it squeezes out every last drop from her fruits and veggies, so there's barely any waste. Plus, the big feeding chute is a game changer. She can toss in whole apples and carrots without chopping them up first. That means way less prep time, which is always a win. And get this, it's actually pretty quiet. Her old juicer used to sound like a jet engine, but this one? Not even close. But what really makes Sarah happy is how easy it is to clean. The parts go right in the dishwasher, so cleanup is super simple. She doesn't have to dread juicing anymore just because of the mess. All in all, Sarah gives the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus a big thumbs up. She says it's hands down the best juicer she's ever owned. And if you're looking to add more fruits and veggies to your life, she totally recommends giving this one a try. Alright friends, let's get to the big question. Is the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus really worth your hard-earned cash? We've taken this juicer apart, poked around inside, and really gotten to know what makes it tick. We've checked out its shiny looks, explored all the parts, and even heard from someone who's loving it. So, here's the real deal. Does it deserve that $299.95 price tag? Honestly, it kind of depends on you. If you just like a glass of OJ every now and then, this might be a bit much. There are plenty of budget-friendly juicers out there that'll do the trick for casual sipping, but if you're really into juicing, and juicing is a big part of your healthy routine, then the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus is definitely worth a look. It's well designed, works fast, and cleaning it isn't a huge hassle. Plus, it can handle just about anything you throw at it. Sure, it's a bit of a splurge, but think of it as an investment in feeling good and staying healthy. Plus, you'll save money in the long run by skipping those sugary, store-bought juices. And you get to enjoy fresh, tasty juice at home whenever you want. In the end, it's totally your call, but now that you've got all the info, you're ready to make the choice that's right for you. And that's a wrap, friends. Here's the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Plus, looking pretty sharp, right? Did we forget anything you wanted to know? Drop your questions or thoughts in the comments. We love chatting with you. Seriously, your feedback always makes our day. Thinking about bringing this stainless steel juicing machine home? You'll find it at most big stores or just a click away online. We'll pop a handy link in the description for you. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button for more fun kitchen reviews and tips. Until next time, happy juicing and take care.